Hello everyone. I, Dr. Rajkiran Prabhakar, Assistant Professor at Institute of Management Studies, Banaras Hindu University, welcomes you on the course Rural Marketing Principles, Strategies and Practices. Dear learners, I welcome you on the lecture 4 of week 7. We have discussed in length and breadth about different systems, different distribution systems in our previous lecture when we were discussing the channel dynamics. You might be now ready to answer the difference between VMS, HMS and MMS. So now we are going to look on the topic of marketing logistics. My dear learners, marketing logistics is very important to understand the dynamics of rural villages and rural consumers. This is evident that the logistics is not only talks about moving the product and services from one place to the other, but it has to also take care whether it is feasible or not. Most of the marketers, when they venture into rural market, they face certain difficulties in managing their logistics. In this lecture, we are going to talk about marketing logistics in detail. So, first and foremost, what is marketing logistics? It is referred as a physical distribution. Is the comprehensive process of planning, implementing, controlling the efficient, cost-effective flow of goods and services related to information from point of origin. Now, when we say that it is a physical distribution, what is coming in your mind? We have just talked about MMS, which talks about online and physical distribution. Basically, when we talk about the physical distribution, we have to plan how we are going to move upon, how we are going to reach to that location, what would be the cost that we are going to incur, whether we are going to earn profit from there or not. So, the planning, implementing and controlling is very important here. And also, whatever we are doing, it should be cost effective. Cost effective wherein the kind and the type of products and services we are going to deliver to the rural consumers from the point of origin. What is point of origin? My dear learners, I have just mentioned in the previous lectures that point of sale, point of distribution, point of contact and point of purchase. These are the places from where the consumer, the rural consumers, the rural customers, the business people, they are going to sell and buy the product. So, what we are seeing here, it is going to talk about the manufacturer, suppliers to the point of final consumption, that is the end customers. The process is driven by satisfying the customer needs and expectations. What are the customer needs? The customer needs that what is being offered, it is offered again and again. If the customer is satisfied with what is provided to them at their place, they are going to demand for more. If the demand is going to increase, it means it is an opportunity for the marketers that they can place their products and services in the hand of customer. If not, they have to think and rethink that how they can design their logistics so that they can reach to the customer's end. So, we see that while achieving organizational profitability and efficiency, we have to look into the effectiveness of this. In simpler terms, we can say that marketing logistics ensure what? The right product. Product is the goods and the services. Services, why? You might be providing them certain kinds of after sale service. A person, rural consumer has bought a mobile phone, the mobile phone is stuck, the network is not coming, the SIM is not working. What will happen? He will make a call to the call center. Does the company has its presence in that location? There is a well-trained employee who is going to solve the issue of this mobile phone. So, we have to establish those sales counters of those products which are being there. So, right product is delivered to the right customers, right place, as I said, it is a location, right time, very, very important. Timely presence of the product, timely reaching the products in the customer hand. The time delay is going to be very, very difficult. Rather, we can say the markets cannot afford the time delay because it will pay a very huge cost for them. Then we have a right condition. Whatever you are going to transport, whatever you are going to send from the place of origin to the customer end, from the supplier, from the producer to the customer or the consumer end, it is going to reach in right condition or not. Very, very important question, because we see the climatic condition. The reason it might be very hot, it might be very cold, it will be rainy, it will be different kind of atmosphere is there, different kind of climate is there. In that climate, whether the product will have its originality or not, that is the big question. For that, we have to understand the right condition is there and at the lowest possible cost. It means it should be matching to the pockets of the rural consumers. So, marketing logistics is critical component of marketing mix. We have already studied what is this 4 P's of marketing. It is product, price, place and promotion. So, dear learners, we are talking about the place, right condition, right customers with right product. So, it focuses not only on the movement of goods, as I mentioned that it is not mentioning about the movement of goods, but also how that movement support marketing goals, such as improving the customer satisfaction. The main ultimate goal of the marketer is to satisfy the customer. Satisfaction will only come when the customer is having the product in his hand at low price, on time, in right condition. So, for that we have to maintain the marketing logistics, and we have to also look into the brand loyalty and the market reach. It means if the customer is satisfied, he will buy the product again and again. He will be a brand loyal to your product. At the same time, it will also talk about the market reach. The key functions of marketing logistics. Very quickly we are going to see. First one is order processing, which is very, very important. It ensures accurate and timely handling of the customer orders. The customer will put in orders. This order has to be handled by the marketers in effective manner. So, what it will involve? It will involve the order entry. It will involve order verification. If the order has come, entry is there. If it is order is correct or not, verification would be there. It will generate the invoice for that, and it will do the shipment coordination. From one place to the other, the product has to be transferred, it has to be transported, it has to be making movement, it should be verified. So, the first aspect that is very important is the order processing. We will take an example to understand this. We have this Amazon there. We see that you name a product and the product is available. You might have talked and know that Amazon always talks about reaching from A to Z products. So, process million of orders per day using real-time systems and automation. It means whenever the order is put in, it is already entered into the automatic system, and when the order is going to reach to the customer's end, it is going to be updated. So, real-time process is done. Second function is the inventory management, which is very, very important. Balancing product availability with storage cost and risk of overstock. My dear learners, it is very important to understand the storage cost is very, very important. If you are not going to work upon inventory management, you are going to lose the market, because the cost is going to be levied into the inventory management only. It also means that there should be balance between overstock and outstock. Means there should be no overstock, there should be no stock outs also. So, what we are going to use? We can use the just in time. We can use economic order quantity, and the very important method would be ABC analysis, which will help to optimize the inventory level. We can take an example to understand this. You might be knowing a Toyota company. This Toyota company works on the fundamentals of the GIT, means just in time to reduce the waste and improve the production efficiency. The efficiency, why? Because there will be no, the spaces would be available because you have an order, you are placing the supply. It means there is no time is there. So the cost is going to be reduced. Second example you can take about the HUL, which talks about using this inventory management, it reaches to the kirana shops. So whenever you go into your village, you will find a kirana shop that will also have those products. In the morning, they will put an order, in the evening you are going to get it. Third is the warehousing. The storage of the products and goods has to be taken, which involves storing goods until they are needed by the market. It means what? It means that the product has to be stored in the place of either retailer, either wholesaler or retail distributors place, so that whenever the demand is there, they can easily retrieve from there. So it has to be placed in a strategic location where it is going to ensure the faster delivery. Why? Because you have to reduce the logistics cost. So example we can take the Walmart. Walmart operates regional warehouses to efficiently restock its thousands of stores. You might be looking at this example as an example which is not going to relate to you. Why? Because Walmart, it is working in another country. But when you take an example of Mahindra Agro Solution, which is a company of Indian origin, they are supplying the fertilizers, they are supplying seeds and farm equipment to the rural areas. Now, Mahindra Agro Solutions work upon this, wherein they have small warehouses where they are going to keep their fertilizers, the seeds, as well as farm equipment, and the location is at the place of the clusters and the farmers, where the farmer clusters are more, and there they can easily provide those delivery to those places. Next is the transportation. What we see here, the physical movement of the products to the distribution centers where the retailers can easily get the products, or even the consumers can get it. So we can say that the physical movement of the products which is going to reach to the customers and retailers and or any distribution center is going to be serving as the best way and mechanism to reach to the customer's end. The choice of transport could be air, it could be road, it could be sea, it could be rail. It depends upon the cost, speed, distance and the product type. So my dear learners, we all understand that in all the means of transportation, whether it is air, road, or sea, the cost is involved, the speed is involved, the distance is involved, and most importantly, what type of product you are going to transport. If it is a perishable, you have to reach very soon. The perishability is very time bounded. If it is a durable product, we can reach at different places, different time. There is no problem in it. For example we can take it is FedEx, which is for air cargo services, which is going to guarantee overnight delivery. The FedEx, with this opinion that they are going to serve the product at the earliest to the customers, and the time is also decided. Next is the customer service. In the customer service, what we see, final and most visible part of marketing logistics, wherein the customer can physically see what kind of delivery they are going to get. It means it includes time delivery. You might have gone to knowing that the McDonald's are providing 30 minutes delivery. It means what? They are challenging on the time. The time is very specific. If they are not delivering that time, they have to pay some kind of penalty. Order accuracy is there. Ease of returns and responsiveness. It is very, very important that the customers are getting the products on time, accurate, ease of return, as well as they are going to be responsive. Zappos is such example which gives you that it builds a reputation on excellent logistics related customer service. So my dear learners, customer service is very, very important. Why? Because customers, if they get the services timely, ease of return, they are going to be your loyal customers. It means loyalty and trust will make the success. This is for sure. Next, there are certain strategic importance of marketing logistics. What are they? First one is enhance the customer satisfaction. How? By ensuring the reliable delivery, by making a quick response to the demand. Second, reduce the cost through efficient inventory and transportation system. Third, supports promotional efforts. How do they do? They ensure the product availability during the campaigns. It means if they are making a campaign, you are going to provide a sample to them. You are going to provide a taste to them. Suppose I take an example here. HUL, when they were launching the starter tea in the rural areas, they were serving the customers with a sip of tea. A person having a sip of tea will be very much confident that the tea is good for him and will buy the product. So, support the promotional efforts. Improves the brand reputation by delivering the consistent service quality. Service quality in terms, we can say that every time if the order or the supply is going to reach in time, it will enhance the service quality. So, it is very, very important. And because of this consistent service quality, the brand reputation is going to improve. Next, it enables the market expansion. Why? Because establishing the logistic networks in a new region or countries, because they have a trusted marketing logistics systems at their place. Now we are going to take few real world examples. As I mentioned, Amazon. Amazon is prime example of how marketing logistics can create a competitive edge. My dear learners, we have seen many such companies which are available, but they are not able to beat Amazon on such platform. So what it does, it uses the predictive analytics. What is predictive analytics? They calculate, they anticipate which are the customers who are going to demand, what kind of demand would be there. They make use of predictive analysis. They operate on hundreds of fulfillment centers around the globe. Means they are expanding their businesses, they are having the different fulfillment centers which are going to match to the demands of the customers. They offer services like Amazon Prime. I think most of us are knowing about this, which promises fast and reliable delivery, and this ensures also that if you are booking something from Amazon, it is going to reach at your place effectively, timely, and will be in a right condition. It has invested in its logistic infrastructure, including Amazon Air and Amazon Flex, which works as a last mile delivery. Means they have a separate logistic infrastructure which ensures the success of the marketing logistics. So why marketing logistics matter more than ever? It is because of the fast-paced customer-driven market. What is customer-driven market? Customer-driven market is when the demand is created by the customer, what they want. Gone are the days when the companies were making the products for the rural consumers, and the consumers had no need for that. It was a push strategy, but now the time has changed. What the customer wants, that you have to produce. Companies are going to produce bubble toothpaste because the rural consumers are going to connect with the bubble as a toothpaste variable. Why does the Lifebuoy has its position? Because the rural consumers want the soap which will wash their dirts. So we see here that the consumers expect the speed, transparency and the flexibility. All those companies which are going to offer such offerings, they are going to follow that. E-commerce is most important here because it has increased the demand for the last mile delivery solutions. Then we have globalization. My dear learners, we are in a place where the entire world is a global village, where we see that these logistic systems can operate across the borders efficiently. There is no borders are there. It is all online. Sustainability and pushing the companies towards a green logistics solutions. Why? Because we are having the online platforms, virtual platforms to reach out to different customers, and this is very important. mentioning this, we have come to the part where we talk about think about this, where will talk about that imagine you are managing logistics for an online grocery delivery company in both urban and rural area. What we have to do? We have to see that what challenges might you face in ensuring one, the time delivery. In each setting, it is very important in order to have the consistency, each setting, and how would you adapt your logistics strategy to serve both markets effectively. Here we have to plan that what would be the means, method to reach out to the both markets effectively, especially about the urban and the rural. So I hope the learnings that we have done in this lecture will help you to answer the question. With this, we come to the end of lecture 4, week 7. Thank you very much.